Hi, this is Ying and Shumin. Today, we would like to talk about the architecture magazine Quaderns.
Quaderns is the magazine by the Catalan Association of Architects. It has been published since 1944 under numerous directions with different editorial phases and agendas.
Every 2 years, a new team is elected, consisting of a director, 3 editors, and a design team. Since 2010, Architecture Office Mill has been in charge of running the magazine. They worked together with the Design Studio 2 Points from issue number 261 to 265. Mill is an architecture office based in Barcelona that combined professional activities with academic, research, and editorial ones, whereas 2 Points was a design studio founded in 2007 with the aim to do exceptional design works. So, what does an architecture magazine do? In this magazine, the editors designed it as a manual of possibility. As they have stated in the magazine, we tear out to edit. We place things together to create new meanings and situations that transit form, visual, or stylistic exercise. Editors of the magazine have carefully thought about the organization of the content and the format of visual communication in order to bring up the argument in each issue. Thus, our analysis of the magazine will focus on two aspects: the context and the form.
First, the context. As you can read, each of the issue of Quaderns will deal with architectural practice and reflections in contemporary contexts in three aspects: theme, geography, and time. They also tries to highlight the theme with an architectural area in transformation and the past reference year through similarities or antagonism. For example, in issue number 262, the theme is para-infrastructure. The past reference year is 1971, and the architectural area in transformation is Coastal Brava Airport. Also, the magazine is divided into permeant sections, which are connected with the relationships between these three factors. So, the first section is called the 1 essay and 4 cases. In this section, the essay talks about the meaning of para-infrastructure. Also states that at present we need a kind of infrastructure that has brand new relationship with the environment. Following the 4 cases, which all deal with the question how infrastructure could coexist with the environment. Then, the next section is archive, which analyzes a fragment of Instant City taken from old issue of 1971. The motive of this old issue has a close relationship with this new issue. Both the infrastructure at present and the Instant City of 1971 needs to solve the problem of dysfunctions arisen between the time it takes to produce the architecture and the time of its use. Next session is 3 essays and 1 case. 3 essays discusses about the transformation of Coastal Brava Airport, which has similarities to the theme, para-infrastructure. The cases and essays intertwine between the past and the transforming current. The editorial in the beginning mysteriously leaves a 1971 year number and series photos of the airport built in 1971. However, this is not the end. The timeline jumps forward to the present. The editor puts forward the topic of this issue and showing 4 cases of the good infrastructure design of nowadays. Then, the timeline jumps back to the 1971. Archive session shows the Instant City experiment leaders' reflection of this movement, which could shed light on the current issue we are facing. Once again, jump back to the present. Architects and theorists argue about their own opinion about the issue now. In the end, to be consistent with the opening part, more photos of the airport are shown here. Ends the magazine with photos in 1971.
Then, we would like to talk about the form of the magazine. As you can read, the editors of the magazine believe that the form and the context of the magazine should work together to explain the argument. Each of the issues begins with a section called Visual Essay. It is composed with three parts: the title, the year, and the collage. By having this visual essay, which can treat as a title at the beginning, the editor clearly presents the main topic. We think that it is a really smart way to start. Since those images chosen are designed into collages, they are already a statement of the argument. It leaves a direct impression of the topic of the magazine from the beginning. What is the role of the editor? How is a voice or point of view framed within this publication? What authority do you think the editor has in this context?
Throughout the whole magazine, it is composed by essays and interviews of several architects, experiment leaders, and many relevant cases. Seemingly, the editor doesn't show up too much. However, he's like having an invisible hand, carefully choose and gathered all these elements together to achieve his goal, which might be providing comprehensive background for the topic, raising people's attention and discussion about the topic, promoting more good infrastructure designs. The way he achieved his goal can be sensed through the content framework we presented. This elaborate choice and arrangement of those content makes the editor's idea clear. To me, the role of the editor is like the director of one movie, and all the authors of those essays and projects are like actors and actresses. In the first place, they wrote to tell their own story, but when placed in this magazine, they also wrote to help shape the editor's idea. In one essay, the author wrote, "For a long time, I didn't talk about the instant. Many of the people who accompanied me in that experiment gradually disappeared, so I buried the subject and tried to never unearth it again." So we can see that the essay is not easy to get, and in a way, unique. We can get a sense of how hard the editor searched for proper essays for their topic. Why would architects publish? How do publications lift out possibilities in architecture? What are those possibilities?
Well, there are different kinds of the publications: printed publications such as architecture books, magazines, or journals, and the digital publications. Each kind of the publications has its own purposes. Some architects use these publications as a supplement to tell the story behind the design. Those publications are not just about the landmark facades, but also includes walkthrough experience, background information of the architect, and a particular challenge and a unique solution of the design. Some believe that the publications are ways to expand their own opinion or understanding of architecture. Also, some publications, like the magazines we talk here, tries to provide a platform for architects, planners, interior designers, or even the general public to discuss or to think about architecture problems. As we can see, the architecture publications works as a media not only to present the design of architecture or explain a specific architecture theory or history, but also to broaden the boundary of the architecture. For example, in the magazine we talked here, the editors stated that they treat it as a manual of possibilities. In each of the issues, they provided an architecture problem. They are not trying to obtain a solution from the editorial process. Instead, they are creating a platform to bring out the problems to let the audience to discuss. All the essays and cases they provided in the magazine could be the solutions, but they haven't chosen any positions in the end to indicate which is the final conclusion. They leave the questions open. Moreover, the way they related the problem from the past years with the one at present, not try to say that they are necessarily the same topic, but has the similar problems. To look through the past experience might bring out the new solutions to the architectural problems we have today.